Ventilate your coops.
Hey everybody, this is Alan with Me, You, and the Chickens. And this particular video, all I'm drawing your attention to is one particular thing that all of my chicken coops have in common. And that is proper ventilation. It is incredibly important that you ensure that your coops are ventilated because if you trap the air inside the chicken coops, you can actually cause your chickens to become sick. So you want it properly ventilated so that the bad air is going out and good air is coming in. So this is the one thing that all of my chicken coops have in common. Even though I have chicken coops that are different sizes, different shapes, made of different materials, I all of my coops, I make sure that they have that ventilation because that's important, incredibly important to the health of the chickens because we want that air to escape that chicken coop. And I've walked into many different chicken coops and actually taken a look at a lot of chicken coops. And the one thing that they lack is proper ventilation for their chickens, particularly when people are turning sheds into chicken coops and they just have one or two windows. A lot of times those chicken coops are not getting a lot of ventilation. Uh, we actually walked into one particular shed coop design, and the smell within that shed coop was stifling and sort of made us sick. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk you around. I'm going to walk you around really quickly and take a look at a few of the chicken coops that I have of various sizes and how they're ventilated. Now this is my ceramic coop. And I want to draw your attention, even though this is a really small chicken coop and a really small size chicken, it still has ventilation for this particular coop. Good air is even able to come in through the chicken door. The chicken doors on my coops actually stay open because we don't have a real bad predator problem, and all of my chicken coop doors are facing within the chicken run. So my chickens can come and go freely in and out of the coops. But the important part is that we have proper ventilation on this coop, even though they're smaller birds and they don't leave as much waste as a regular sized chicken. It's still aerated. Sorry, it's still ventilated. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Now, this particular coop has ventilation around the entire coop because it's a bigger breed of bird, and I wanted to make sure that it was completely ventilated across the top. Because when the chickens roost, they're roosting up higher where the air can actually flow in and they're getting fresh air while they're roosting at night. And so the ventilation encompasses the entire top of this particular chicken coop. And again, there's even the opening for the chicken door. Even though that it has a door that can open and close, slide open and close, it stays open uh, throughout the day most of the time, unless we're going off somewhere and we may need to shut the chickens in at night. But for the most part, it stays open. So, because this is a bigger breed of chicken, and we have several hens, it's actually the buff, the lavender Orpington coop, and we have several hens. We want to make sure that the entire top of this particular coop is ventilated. And again, this is my Brahma coop. this is my Brahma coop, and so again, lots of ventilation. Again, that chicken waste, when it's inside the coop, even if you have a deep bed, I've seen deep beds, even, sometimes the waste stays on top, and that chicken waste and the smell, the ammonia smell, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that smell. It can get really heavy, and you don't want your chickens becoming sick because of that smell. So we ensure that our chicken coops are definitely ventilated at the tops. Again, air can flow in the bottom from the chicken door. The bad air can escape out the top, and even fresh air when it blows through the top of the coop, it's actually going to uh, ventilate the inside of that coop, and that's incredibly important. So I just wanted to make this video um, to kind of help out with your chicken coop designs and your chicken coop ideas. Ventilation, I think, is at the top of my list. And another thing about ventilation, we're in Florida, so it is now almost the first of the year, and we had, I believe, temperatures up to the 80s or maybe even above 80. So it's still pretty warm out here throughout the day. Even though we have cold days, it's not a sustained cold weather. So it does, get pretty hot here in Florida, and ventilation is going to be incredibly important for any chicken coop, particularly here in Florida. So it's twofold: fresh air, and if you're in a hot climate, it allows for the chicken coop to breathe, and it's not trapping heat, and it's not trapping odors and smells inside the chicken coop. So a lot of people, they come to our farm, and they walk about the chicken area, and a lot of times they're always saying, it doesn't really smell bad uh, in your chicken area, even though you have quite a few chickens. That's because the bedding, ventilation, making sure that no odors are being trapped inside of our chicken coops. So again, this is Alan with Me, You, and the Chickens, and we really appreciate you guys, you know, coming to our channel, taking a look at our content. Now, it's really important that if you view the video, make sure you click that like button. And if you're not a subscriber and you like the content that we are offering here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It only takes a second. You can even do it while you're watching the video. And it helps us out because it helps us to grow our channel, particularly because we do chicken rescues. And with the channel, it actually helps more people become aware of when we're doing a rescue so that we can rescue the chickens, rehome them to chicken lovers just like yourself, or small backyard farmers who are just starting out and they want to get a low cost option for raising their chickens, or they want to get a chicken that's already at adult age or egg laying age, and we can actually provide that with the rescues. So again, thank you so very much for visiting our channel. This is Alan with Me, You, and the Chickens, and we'll talk to you soon. Even that large coop back there has plenty of ventilation at the top. The entire thing is ventilated. Hey, ventilate your coops. Ventilate your coops. Ventilate your coops.